Pei Menachem Av. He says like this, and now on this occasion, I'm going to extend my hand a second time. But by adding clarity about what I want, practically speaking. And that is as follows. I'm asking redoubly, and I'm extending this request, and I'm stating it clearly. All the chassidim, that are close to us and far away from us in geographical terms, that they should fulfill the following thing upon themselves. During the weekdays, should not go to the Yomid, Bali Asaka business people, they don't have that much time. He says it in other places as well, right? Who should go to the Yomid? Some those people who have time. Either Malamdim with Chassidish Yidden. They were poor. They taught Torah, but they davened many hours. Or we would call today people who are in Koilum, sitting and learning by their in-laws. They have sufficient time to elaborate and to go lengthy in davening. For at least an hour and a half. Every day of the week. They should be the ones going to the Yomid. Based on a lottery, or based on what the majority of the people want. He should collect around him all those who are close to their in-laws, who are sitting and learning and being supported, or the malamdim. They should be able to be marich like him, so that the minyan should be a slow minyan. Slow minyan means an hour and a half. Without any change, please. And later on, as Menachem Av just pointed out, that one of the Geras HaKedesh, the Alter Rebbe says, it's Le'adifim Yamshe B'Sadis. This is the second to the last one. On page Kuf Samach Beis Amarav, Hinu L'Teva Shmuel. Alter Rebbe says, if you are in a rush, better don't answer Kaddish Kedusha or Baruch. I am going to miss Kaddish or Baruch. He says, listen, there's a halacha that if a person lives in a small village where there's no minyan, so he davens without a minyan, and because he's an oynis, so he gets credit for the davening with the minyan and the Kaddish Kedusha or Baruch of the people who are davening with the minyan in the city. So Alter Rebbe says, so if you happen to live in the city and you can't daven with the minyan, so you're any different? You're oynis. So you go to work, daven schnell if you want, go to work if you need to, but don't interfere with the normal minions. Going to daven slowly, and they'll be makayim, the Kaddish Kedusha and the Baruch and the Tzibur for you, but don't take it away from them. But this is only during the week that the Koilel Yungalayit and the Malamdim should be the Chazonim. But Shabbos of Yom Tov and Shabbos and Yom Tiv, Punkt Fakej, Kam Kol Bali Asokim, even business people, Yesh Lim Pnai V'Shas should have free time, and it's an appropriate time l'hayrech b'tfilos to elaborate in their davening. B'kavon, as liba v'nachshma avai with the kavon of their hearts and souls for the Eibishter. Said Alter Rebbe, they better daven Shabbos v'yad der Rebbe moreover. Le'yem mutal, the obligation to daven barichas is more on them. But yes, says yes, for us with more power and more might than everybody else. Which calls for Shulchan Aruch Erechayim, like it says in Shulchan Aruch Erechayim. And the Rebbe in his footnotes actually brings the source for this idea that Uli Akavona the Simin Reish Tadik Siv Beis, and it says here in the Ramah, O Pailim Abalabatim, workers and business people, She'einun Eiskim B'Teira Kol Yemei HaShavut, they can't learn Teira the whole week. Yasku Yossi B'Teira B'Shabbos, and they spend more time learning Teira on Shabbos. Miti Midei Chacham, from the Midei Chachamim, Ha'eiskim B'Teira Kol Yemei HaShavut, learn Teira the whole week. So they have a chiv to daven more than everybody else. Meshikosu B'Shulchan Aruch Erechayim, like it says in Shulchan Aruch, Meshikosu B'Teira Smeshach, it says in Chumash, Sheishes Yamim Tavet, 6 days you work. Chuli. Shabbos the seventh day Shabbos is a sanctified for the Eibishter alone. Dafke kule lavai, completely to the Eibishter. Everybody knows the Shabbos is a Shabbos tainug. He's supposed to have pleasure. The Rebbe brings in this Geras HaKedesh, which is the first Geras HaKedesh, and he repeats it again at the end of Kuntez Achron. That there is the idea of Shabbos is Chitzonius Shabbos, which is not working, and Pnimius Shabbos is Hakavah. I'm reading to you look at Kuf Samach Gimel Amud Aleph. 6 lines from the end of the Tanya. What's the Pnimius HaShabbos? This is the Geras HaKedesh Kuntez Achron. HaKavana b'tfilas HaShabbos, the Kavana of davening on Shabbos over Talmud Torah and learning, L'dafka by the Shem HaChat to become in touch with the Eibishter. So the Alter Rebbe is saying Shabbos is not a time to rest and to sleep. For people who a whole week are busy, Shabbos they got to daven and learn. Therefore, they should also become Chazon of Shabbos and Yom Tiv, based on a goydel, or based on the majority's desire. The Rebbe wrote in a letter from the earlier year. I don't know what that is. Now I want to tell you something. I intend with Hashem's help to send to all the minyanim of Chasidim, undercover agents, spies. To know and to find out. Any person which is capable of davening ba'arichas. Any person who has free time to daven long. And to concentrate and to delve deeply between and davening. And I see that he's being lazy. Says the Alter Rebbe, I tell you right now, I'm going to push him away. To be pushed away with both hands. Of course, this doesn't mean physically, but figuratively. When he comes here to hear Chassidus. Says the Alter Rebbe, however, for the fact that I'm going to push away those who don't daven, you can understand yourself, or those who we're going to be daven. Or the she'emim, those who listen to me, you know him, it's going to be sweet and they're going to be answered well. They're going to get a blessing of good. And he goes back to what he started with. There's nothing good like the goodness of Torah, which is the Chalukas HaShas, which he spoke about in the beginning, Ger Sakedesh. So to summarize this in Ger Sakedesh, he starts off talking about Torah. Torah strengthens Emunah, and he translates this means halachas, and he concludes that you got to daven. Davening gives credibility to the Torah because davening strengthens the Rosh and the Zerayas. If the Kabbalah of the halachas strengthens the Masnaim, strengthens the Emunah, and davening strengthens the brain and the arms, shouldn't there be l'chayra 3 in Yonim? Halacha strengthens one thing, davening strengthens the second thing, because you have 3 madrigas. You have the Masnaim, the thighs, the Zerayas, the arms, and the Rosh. I don't know. Okay.